Buddhist principles and inconvenient truth. Like very complicated. Actually, not so complicated. Okay. You take out when you see complicated things like this. All right. First thing is break it down. If you are in the academician world, you will know lah. If you read academic paper, the title is so complicated. Actually, very simple one. Sometimes useless, you know. So Buddhist principles and inconvenient truth. Okay, two things here. First thing is Buddhist principles. Second thing is inconvenient truth. You break it down like that. Ask yourself what are these Buddhist principles? Number one. Number two is what are the inconvenient truth? Then you can even break down some more. Buddhist principle, maybe you know lah, like karma. These are principles, okay? Precepts, principles. Things you know, you chant every day one, right? Like Four Noble Truth, Noble Eightfold Path, these are Buddhist principles. Things that the Buddha taught, the monks teach, Dhamma teachers teach us to follow, right? And then after that, they have this thing called inconvenient truth. Inconvenient truth, you can break down some more into two. One is called truth. But this truth got inconvenience one. Give you problem. Inconvenient means give you problem. Correct or not? Truth is like Four Noble Truth. It's truth. You know, cannot be denied one, the truth. Right? Truth of suffering, beginning, ending suffering. Those are the truths. Right? Then this truth, whether you're Buddhist or not, is there. But how you define it is up to you. Alright? It's up to you. Then we add in the word inconvenient. Inconvenient means what? That means something that disturb you lah, correct? Inconvenient. You don't want it to come, but it come. Okay? So this kind of thing, this kind of truth is not the eternal truth. You know, it's not those like Four Noble Truth kind one, eternal. This kind of truth are conventional. It will happen to you in your own way, okay? That you face yourself. Can be big, can be small. It's up to you how you define your problem. So today, we talk about this kind of truth lah. Now, somebody say, why you going to use the word truth? This kind of truth is no good lah, you know. This kind of truth is like, why don't you use another word? But you must understand, you know, when people have problem, to them it's true. You cannot deny it, you cannot downplay it. You cannot say, never mind, this problem can go away one. You know, be strong. When you are weak, you ask people to be strong, I think it's not a very friendly advice lah. When you are weak already, you know, people ask you to be strong, how you feel. Right? That's the time you need support. You don't need words like that. Alright? So, today, we're going to talk about all these things here. Number one, we do not downplay people suffering. People suffering are truth. Real. It's real to them. It's not something to be looked down on. Just because we don't face it, we say, you know, this kind of thing, small problem. Why you take it so big? If the person can know how to handle the problem, won't be a problem already lah. Correct? Because the person don't know how to handle. We must share a way how to handle. Okay? So, many times I test myself as a Buddhist. I'm not a trained psychologist. I don't know anything about psychology. Don't know anything about counseling. I'm not a social worker. Okay? But because I'm so-called Buddhist knowledge person, people come and find me, ask me counseling question. How I know this kind of thing? It's different, you know, to know about Buddhist knowledge and to help someone who is requiring a Buddhist counseling. The auntie can sit here. The auntie sit there, yeah. She is a strong supporter. Yeah. This auntie, she following me for 10 years already. Okay, so today we want to talk about these things lah. All right, I'll give you some examples how to handle a situation where people come to you because you have Buddhist knowledge. All right? You have Buddhist knowledge. So, I'm going to talk about how we will do this sharing based on this topic. First thing is I'm going to talk about, how come cannot see? Can you see? Oh, how come it's black color? Oh, okay, yeah. Thank you. All right. Inconvenient. It's the truth lah. See, when you don't know means you don't know, I always get this kind of thing. I am an IT guy, website developer, database developer, right? And then some people whose website that they ask me to develop, they got problem. And this problem, ask me to solve. Of course, we will charge. You know what they always say? So simple thing lah. You 1 minute also can do. Why you charge me so much? So I tell them, if I don't come, you can solve or not? 1 minute, yes. Maybe not even 1 minute. 5 seconds, I said. You can solve or not? Your car got problem. You can solve or not? If you can, then why you must go to mechanic and pay money? Correct? Sometimes you go to the surgeon. Actually, you pay them so much money, then you see them do it in 5 minutes. Why so expensive? You can do or not? Only he know. Specialist. Okay? I saw one YouTube. The guy charged $150 to do some repair on the machine, You know what the guy do? He bring one hammer. He listened at the thing. He knocked one time. $150. Then the guy said, you cheat me, $150. That was the solution. You don't know, I know. Kena already. But the point is, the specialist know exactly what is the problem. Okay? Even if I tell you how to solve it, will you know how to solve it? I give you the hammer, you knock lah. You knock, all dented also cannot solve. Because you did knock at the right place with the right force. Correct? Now, this is called specialist. So, a real life situation is like that lah, when you have a problem, and then you want people to listen to you, and then some smart aleck will give you tons of advice. Sometimes not invited one, those advice. Instead of solving problem, create more problem. Okay? So the real life situations like that. Number 2, a real life situation is a reflection of an inconvenient truth. Something's happening to you. A lot of the problem becomes when you cannot accept the situation, or you don't want to accept, or you ignore. Okay? You ignore, you don't want to accept. And then let it grow and grow. Okay? So you have a real life situation and you do not acknowledge the truth behind it. Okay? Then only I will talk about the Buddhist principle. How you can solve all this kind of thing. So I'm going to give about 7 examples. Each example have this situation here. Okay? A real life situation, an inconvenient truth, and a Buddhist principle. And this is how you actually solve the problem. This is a secret I'm telling you today. Some secret recipe. I don't have much problem in my life lah. Touch wood now. Okay, until today. And also people who come to see me actually have some real problem. I don't know how to solve. I really don't know how to help them solve the problem. Sometimes I spend half a day with them. And I still cannot see the solution. Okay? And after we leave, I just say goodbye to him. He said goodbye to me. I look at his face. I said, just wish you all the best, because I really don't know how you can save your problem. Okay? So, life is like that. There is no happy ending all the time one. There will be some, but not all the time. So what do you do with those situations where there's no happy ending? How you handle it? Okay? How you handle it? Okay, let's start. The first teaching is one of the things like we see all this like impermanent, correct or not? We learn Buddhism, we learn like impermanent, the anicca. Then we say, okay, all things are impermanent. Easy to say, correct? Easy to say, right? What happens if there's a real life situation that you face like this? Losing a job or facing a major life change. Have you come across like this, a crossroad? Some of us here are not young anymore. Okay? You have to make a decision that impact not only you, but your whole family. Okay? So, example, if you got transfer the job to another location, right? It's a big decision, correct or not? Not only impact you, impact your wife, impact your children, their education, and maybe even your biological family. Maybe your parents, for instance, they may require you to help, But if you move away, then how? You burden more your brothers or your sisters. These are issues, okay? You don't move, your future may be a bit not so rosy because this one got good promotion, got good pay. They give housing, example. So, now this kind of life-changing situations, sometimes you make, and then you say sometimes you make it, and then after that you hope for the best. Correct or not? You hope for the best. I think the bigger issue are those losing their job. Now with high cost of living, and then maybe sometimes you think you can have a good job. I know some people got two working person, husband and wife working, get decent salary, correct. But after talking to them, their saving cannot last more than 3 months. It's very dangerous, Which means if they lose their job, okay, and they get some severance pay, if they do not find job within 6 months, they lose their property already. Lose, lelong. Now you can see many expensive houses lelong, correct or not? Why? When they had money, they buy. But the sustainability to pay off the property over the long term, and most of these people maybe take 25, 30 years. That every month commitment, and you buy expensive property, what happened? You got the maintenance fee. How much nowadays maintenance fee? 500-600 a month. On top of your loan. If you get 90% loan, interest is very high. Correct or not? So even you have a couple with double salary, a working couple with two with good salary, you have this idea that, life is good now. But you went and load your life with luxuries, hoping that your whatever you earn will sustain you until the end. And what happened? You put the children to international school, live a lifestyle with good holiday, 5-star hotel holiday and all. You load, and then after that, sometimes you go into credit with your credit card. And then your debt increase on top of your housing debt. Right? So is it a life sustained by credit, by debt? Now this kind of thing is something underneath you that is give you unseen pressure, they call it. If you do not know how to manage your finance, you have this unseen pressure. When the things are not doing very well, then you got problem. These are the people who will complain when the kangkong increased 10% or the mamak tarik increased by 10 cents, example. Okay? Because with your salary, right, and any increase will give an impact. Okay? So, if you lose a job in that kind of situation, it can be very, very distressing. Even one of them lose a job. Right or not? Then you see the family fracture coming to the front. All right? So it is a real life situation. If you have a lifestyle that is sustained by credit or debt, and then you lose a job, what do you do? So suddenly you realize, must learn Buddhism and learn about anicca and impermanence, so you feel better. Okay? Nothing lasts forever, including our career and life situation. Fine? Say you understand this particular truth. Nothing lasts forever. What are you going to do about it? All right? What are you going to do about it? Just now in the beginning, I said if you have a complicated sentence, you break it down. Correct or not? You break it down, then you analyze. In life, you do the same thing also. You're in a situation, can be complicated. What you do is you break it down, you write down, and then you analyze point by point. Because at the end of the day, you must ask yourself, yes, I know the situation I'm in. What are you going to do about it? Okay? So I got some friends, what they do is that they go and downgrade their lifestyle. They downgrade. No shame in that. Downgrade, what's the problem? Expensive house, get a cheaper house, but still a house. Okay? Still a house. Once you have enough sufficient funds, more than enough, then you can upgrade again. Right? But in the meantime, if you are in a situation, do not hold on to something that you cannot sustain. The Buddha said very clearly, you can hold anything in your hand. Your hand got no injury. But if I give you a rock that is heated to nearly boiling point, ask you to hold, you want to hold or not? Yes, you say I want to hold, because if I hold, I give you a lot of money. You hold, how long can you do? 1 second, 2 seconds, right? I must, because the guy said, do for 30 seconds. You hold 1, 2 seconds, 2 seconds, that one very pain already. But because you want the reward, you want to hold for 30 seconds. I think by the time 5 seconds, your hand gone already, burn. You give you money, also no use, right? So you must know how to let go. Impermanence solution is that if you are in a situation of pain, where it can be avoidable, you let go. Don't hold. Don't have say sentiment, this sentiment. When you die, this sentiment cannot follow you. My auntie never go holiday, She passed away a long time ago. One day we asked her, why you never go holiday? My vase, very expensive one, this vase. If I go holiday, people steal, then how? This kind of mentality. Just because of one vase, never go holiday in her life. Okay? After she died, what happened? They sell the vase for 30 ringgit only. Nobody even want the vase. Okay? So, you think it's valuable, and you based on that, whatever you think is valuable, you do things that sometimes doesn't make sense, right? And you miss out so many things. You miss out so many things in life. And what do you get? You say, life very boring, life boredom, things like that. It's all up. It's all how you make your life out to be, right? So the Buddhist principle is, by accepting this impermanence, it can reduce suffering and increase real resilience, right? Understanding is one thing. Taking action of what you understand is another thing. You must have courage to do it. Must have courage. You must have the ability to withstand the pressure of losing things. You must have the courage to say, now I lose, next time I win. That kind of courage. Never mind, right? Start again. Nothing to lose. What's the worst? I lose everything now. That's the worst. You ask yourself. You tell yourself. Then you move on. Those who cannot see like that, will keep trying, hold on, holding on to something that you sure lose on. In the meantime, you make everyone in your life suffer. People advise you, don't listen. Your children children need more money to move something else. Cannot. Because you say, I cannot, I have to hold on to what I have. If you do that, you're going to cause misery and make life miserable to everyone. Okay? So accept the fact that situation has changed and then move on. Somebody tell me, say, Brother Lim, your life I think must be very happy. Nothing happened to you. Say like that, What do you mean nothing happened to me? No up, no down. You must be very happy. I said that one called nirvana, okay? There's not just happiness. Nirvana, you know what I mean? Nirvana, no up, no down, Like that, die. It's called die or nirvana, right? I said, who say I don't have big problem? He said, but then you don't feel like you show people like you got a lot of problem. Why must show got problem? Got problem means got problem lah. Just face it, right? I have lost my business 2 times in my life. Lost, no money. From 100,000 in the bank to 0. Literally within 1 week, 0. Because I had to pay off all the creditors. 0. Huh? Then the next 1 year, no business on. No new business forthcoming. Can't even pay my staff, ask them to leave. From a company with 4 or 5 staff to 0 within weeks. Can't even pay the rent also. How do you feel? Then it's like, my son going to international school next year. All my saving gone. Now I have to depend on wife. How you feel? There are 1 or 2 times that I really shook because I suddenly realized, finish lah me, you know. But then my wife, I have to really give credit to her lah, you know. And when I was at that moment, she come and tell me, he said, why you scared? If you scared, you won't be doing business already. She said like that, number 1. Number 2 is, you got 3 things in your life, you know. I said, what? I got no money. I know, you got no money now, but you got 3 things in your life. I said, what are the 3 things? You got brain, he said. You quite clever one. Right? She said, you got brain, use it. Number 2, you have a skill, ma. You know how to do website, what? Yes, I know. If you don't do all the big thing, programming, don't do lah. Just do website. Website so you cari makan, right? Hey, clever. I said, do start first lah. Do website can get 2,000-3,000. Also good, what? Right or not? Then after that, the third one, you already got network. You got network. You're not starting fresh. You already got people you know. Start with them first. Yeah, but then if I start fresh, it take some time to earn the money. Better than sitting down, get angry, get frustrated, and earn 0. Isn't it? Earn a bit first lah. And that's how I started my 3rd cycle of life. Okay? That was like 15 years ago. Today I do AI already. From that disaster, it started rebuilding small, and then after that it grew and grew and grew. And then went to database, and then it went to AI. Because I went and rely on these 3 things. Okay? So in life, you got these 3 things. All of you should have. You have a brain, please use it. Number 2, if you got a skill, please develop it. Third one, you got a network. Make sure do not burn any bridges. That network is very important one. When you need help, those networks will come and help you. Okay? 3 things in life. That's all you need to survive. No money, never mind. But these 3 things, do not throw away. Okay? Next one. Dissatisfaction. Okay, you got impermanent, you got this dissatisfaction is something that you face. And let's see, real life situation is dealing with chronic illness or pain. Some of us will face this. We're not young anymore. When we're young, run here, run there, carry 1 ton of things, no problem. Correct? Now ask me to carry a little thing like that, so here pain, there pain. I know someone who is a very dedicated Buddhist worker, very dedicated, every day, write article, teach Dhamma, every day, without fail. Love Dhamma so much, okay? Recently I went and see that person. Don't want to see me, you know. Don't want to come out from the house. Because I long time never see him, but I see him still active, but not so active on Facebook. I go and see him. At first he said, Ken, come. When I reach the door, don't want to open for me. I say, hey, why you don't want to come out? Inconvenient, he said, inconvenient. I'm not well, he said like that. Never mind lah, I come all the way. It's not even KL, quite far away lah. All the way, I come and see you, open the door lah. I buy things for you. Leave it on the door lah. Leave it on the door. When you go away, I come and collect. Wow, so serious, man. Come on, right? And this is a Dharma person, you know, who teach impermanent suffering and non-self. Teach this to children. Teach this to young people. He implore everyone to understand this. But when it comes to facing that reality, don't want to open door for me. Okay? So I went away lah. I respect his decision, I went away. And called his friend. Apa ni, come all the way, lock me out and don't even want to accept my gift. Right? Then the guy also went, also kena, lock out. Then we say something is wrong lah, you know. And then we were a bit concerned lah. Then we call his house doctor. We know his house doctor. The house doctor went to see him. So apparently he needed medical treatment, right? Then his friend whom I asked him to call, that guy even said this to him, you know. I'm going to die already. See you for what? Talk like that. Huh? He said, why you talk like that? You know what? My friend talked to him now. He said, no need to think so negatively. I know my body, the guy said. Huh? I know my body. When my time come already. So we both like a bit weird lah. Buddhist, I mean, if he's not Buddhist worker or Buddhist knowledge person, I thinking maybe this person is not skillful in handling. But this guy is Buddhist, you know. 30, 40 years teach Dhamma. Why behave like that? Why? Because a real life situation that cannot deal with this chronic illness. When the doctor went to see him, you know what the doctor say? It's all in his mind, can cure one. See? What kind of person? So do not assume that a person with Buddhist knowledge or good Dhamma worker will be able to handle life. Cannot assume like that also. Right? Cannot assume. That you can say, hey, you already know Dhamma so much, why you behave like that? Because the word fear has no limit one. If you do not know how to handle fear, it will overwhelm you. Okay? No matter how much Dhamma knowledge you put in your brain, but when the fear comes and you don't know how to handle, you throw away everything. Okay? How to handle the fear is something that we need to talk about, maybe another talk. Okay? This is the inconvenient truth. Life is inherently involved suffering and you cannot avoid it. Despite this sentence, that friend of mine still cannot accept. How? How do you handle the situation? I thought I've seen everything in my life. Everything I thought I've seen already. But when this thing happened to someone who is a friend, who is also good Dhamma worker, then I realized, I don't know. I haven't seen everything yet. That means I need to see more. Okay? Life suddenly throw you a surprise, you know. Then suddenly you realize, oh, you like that one. That kind of mind, the positivity or the negativity of the mind is very powerful. You must never underestimate it. Okay? The Buddhist principle is, if you understand the nature of suffering, it can lead you to better coping mechanism. Now, last two words there, very important. Teach you how to cope. Okay? Not overcome. Not yet overcome. Coping only. Keeping up with it. So, when we learn the Dhamma in the right way, we learn to face the inconvenient truth that's in front of us. Not big issue like climate change. Not big issue like world poverty. Yeah, happening you know. But in front of you, it's not happening. You still enjoy the nice aircon, nice control temperature room here. After this, you still got your lunch to eat, you know. Correct or not? You got no problem. In front of you, what is your issue? That one is the devil. That one is the thing that you have to face. Don't look at the big picture like, wow, cannot change things like that. That one, nothing concerned of you. Don't, let's say like, no problem, don't bring problem into your house. Correct? Those problems in front of you, face them. That one you do. That one you do. So, thankfully, my friend, because of the doctor advice, then after that, he started taking medicine. Now I can see his writing are more cheerful. I know he's on the mend. Okay? And so what we do, we don't call him and disturb him and say, hey, how are you? Okay or not? He don't want people to come like that. So what we do, we praise his writing. Wow, sadhu, this writing inspire me. You know? Now can I share this with my friend? You say, yeah, welcome. Then I call out some of the friends. Can you write a good thank you message to the person? and say sadhu to him. You say, well done, I really love this, what you write, Indirectly, we praise the work. Indirectly, he become energized because he lives through Dhamma. He don't live for himself, no, he lives through Dhamma, no. So we found the trick already. We praise his work, we get people to praise his work, and suddenly he feel, hey, a lot of people still want me to write, that will motivate him to live. Sometimes directly no use one. Indirectly, maybe can help. Because this kind of people, they look down on themselves, they say, when you praise him, he say, I small end only, I do what I can, those kind of thing. But actually, through his work, you can see it's a big ego, this guy, big ego. He wants people to praise him. Actually, he wants to do big thing. But his writing is quite mundane, quite common, we can read everywhere. That's why nobody reads his things all the time, because he repeat again and again and again, except change graphic only. Okay? So, but when he in a situation like that, and then we started praising him, we found that he got energized. And the doctor, after 1 month, came and tell his friend, he's responding well to the treatment. So we motivate people to what make them want to live. That is the trick. Okay? And don't assume that what works for you will work for that person. No way. In order to understand what motivates that person to live, you must listen, understand, and be open. They call it open awareness. That's why mindfulness coming very, very important, okay? You must be open, mindfully, open with awareness, look at the person, listen to the person, and then you say, okay, I think I'll handle you this way, like that. Okay? And then no need to tell the person one. You get a group of people, have a yam cha session, come up with strategy, and say, okay, let's do it this way. And you'll be surprised. Things may work. Right? Don't talk dissatisfaction to people when they're in suffering. Don't bring it up. Buddhists like to do this. When people want to die, die with suffering, Except, cannot say like that. Why you say like that? I think it's no good. You get what I mean? People miserable, someone pile more misery on people. No lah. Correct or not? And then don't be too cheerful. So, everything okay, don't worry. Don't say like that also. Right? Go there and look at the situation and hold hand, touch, feel. Don't say, how are you? Say, I am here. I am here. Okay? Hold hand, touch, I am here. Ask typical Asian saying, eat already or not? Okay. Start a conversation. Eat already or not? Actually, Asian is the best in the world. Go Thailand also same one. Every day ask you, eat already. 5 minutes later, eat already. Eat again. Thailand people, eat. Same like Malay here. Okay? So hold hand, touch, be aware. Okay? And then one thing I find helpful, very helpful, if the person is hooked onto how do you call it, heartbeat thing, the beat heartbeat one. Okay? You can see the heartbeat. Doot. I don't know what you call it. If don't have also, observe the breathing. Observe the person breathing. And try to synchronize your breathing and that person breathing. Synchronize. Okay? So that you can feel the rhythm. When I feel the hand, you can feel cold or warm. If cold, it could be aircon. You call the nurse, cold. You get what I mean? Not die yet, please. Okay, aircon. Then you can see the response. The hand got moved or not? The fingers got moved or not? If got moved, then there is a response. The issue is response. Be sensitive to any response. Then touch, hold, and then after that, talk in a way that is between you and the person. Okay? Every person talk differently one. So you must know that person and talk. So once you have that synchronicity, they call it, you synchronize, you start to engage. Sometimes you don't even need to give advice. Just ask simple thing. Comfortable or not? Nurse come every day or not? You feel disturbed by the nurse or not? You like the doctor or not? Like the food or not? Simple thing like that . what you can eat, what you cannot eat. You thirsty or not, bring water. Because it's based on that first word that you say, I am here. I am here means whatever you want, I help you now. You get what I mean? So it's called compassionate, complete compassion. Not just give talk, not just give advice. Okay? If someone, I nearly want to die, someone come near, oh, may you attain Nibbana. Then I'm thinking, how to attain Nibbana? I cannot even control my breathing. I know I cannot attain. But you give me this kind of advice, is it helpful or not? No. You come with a mourning face, I feel even more sad. Example. How to make you happy? Now you make me sad also. You know, better I die. You get what I mean? So, we still have a long way to go to handling dissatisfaction. Because we forget, the Buddha say, live in the moment, be mindful now. But we don't know how to apply that in real life. Seriously. Okay? So today I give you a secret. When you have someone like that, you'll be surprised how fast they recover. At the end of the discussion with my friend, you know what I said? If you come out next week, I want to bring you to Old Town White Coffee and have our tea and our egg and whatever lah. You cannot eat, never mind, you see me eat like that. As long as we go and talk. He motivated, 3 days later, he come out already. But the doctor don't let him go out for 15 days. So he calculate, on the 16th day, he called me. Okay, I can go already, Old Town White Coffee. So I go with him. Now, you must give motivation, right? First, you be with the person. Then you keep in touch. Then after that, you motivate. Then when the person get well, you follow up. So 2 cases I saw. Like my friend, the Buddhist one, writing one, motivated. Number 2 is Old Town White Coffee. All right? So, if you understand Buddhist teachings and you apply it mindfully, I think it can work. You don't need special skill. The answer is already there. Okay? Now, you may listen and see, these 2 stories are quite beautiful. Right? In your mind, you may be thinking. But it came from this word, dissatisfaction, dukkha. I don't even want to put in the word suffering. Because it's very negative. The Buddhist teachings that you're learning here now is very negative. Okay? So I rather have you look at how to get skill. How to get a skill to handle this. So I give you 2 examples just now. Alright? Okay, another one, important one, big one. So it started with impermanent suffering and non-self. Okay, what is this non-self thing? In a rare situation, you face criticism or you face failure, and you face failure. Criticism, I think a lot of us don't know how to handle. Okay, people say nasty thing about us or say sarcastic things behind our back, and we overhear it, right? Last time, no social media, okay lah, everything just in the office. Now, what happened in the office also can go outside because of social media. So it's even worse, correct? And then your reputation become worse because, you get into this kind of situation. So if you face criticism and you feel that you're a failure, then the inconvenient truth is, you think that, hey, I think I'm a very good person. I practice Buddhism, follow precept. Why people still talk to me like that? Right? You try to be very patient. You try to be kind, compassionate. But sometimes when you overdo it, people treat that as a weakness that you can be pushed around. You don't like to say no, also got problem. Okay? Be kind and compassionate doesn't mean allowing people to push you around. You must never have this kind of thinking. Everything okay, smile, be kind. Yeah, but there's a lot of people out there don't think like you want. If they can eat you, they eat you. Right? So if they can take advantage of you, they take advantage of you. So how to handle this kind of people? Now, the Buddha, do you think that the Buddha faced criticism? Yes, he does a lot. You look at the sutta. People call him name lah. People say bad thing about him, right? A lot. So what he said? He said if there are no good friends, no true friends, you go around everywhere, people do not appreciate you. You'll be an island unto yourself. You'll be a big steady rock where nothing can move you. What it means? Island unto yourself and become a big steady rock and nothing can move you. Because you based on your principle. Your principle. If you think it's wrong, you don't participate. Even though it's detrimental to you or your career, don't just say no. Okay? Because at the end of the day, what you take away from here is more important than what you take away from the bank account. Bank account, lose, never mind. You can try find another way, fill it back. But here, it's called conscience. If you lose it, you cannot get it back. And you feel guilty, you feel regretful. Okay? Nobody will know, only you will know. And you have to live with it for the rest of your life. This kind of thing very pain one, you know. So you have to be very clear what you want. If it's no good, just walk away. If it's multi-million, I know I've lost deals before, but a lot of corruption inside there. What for I take? I will have a good life. But I know that money will harm somebody or harm a lot of people. Can you live with that? No, don't want. I'd rather be poor. Okay? So our sense of self, we must value. Okay? Sometimes you think you are rock solid. Then maybe a little bit of criticism comes, why you upset already, angry. There's a good test actually, telling you you are not ready yet. You're still fragile. Okay? So the Buddhist principle is you have to let go of this attachment to find greater peace and less reactivity. Right? Say it's easy lah. So all these things I'm giving to you is a real situation, an inconvenient truth, and a principle. And more important thing is, you know your problem, and the second thing is, what are you going to do about it? Okay? You have to take action. Don't just leave it like that. Okay, next one, karma and fruits. Right? Experiencing consequences of past actions. Now, this is a case of, if you happen to do a lot of good things in your life, still bad things happen to you, you know. I do dana, I don't know how many katina already. Every time opportunity to do dana, sure I do, right? And then another thing is that maybe you were very kind, always helpful to people. But every time when you want to do something good for yourself, never happen one. You want to do a business, tak jadi. You want to have a big, let's say you do something, you will have something successful, and then you want to do a gathering. Struggling for money, and nobody donate, example, okay? And then towards the end of your life, you have diabetes, chronic diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. And because of all that, they have to amputate your leg, you become blind. All your life you do good. Towards the end, you suffer like that. Have you known people like that? I've known one or two in my life. Very good people. Okay? Unfortunately, they are Christian. But before they die, you know what they say? In my past life, I don't know what I did. Christian talk like that. I was thinking, you Christian, auntie, why you talk like that? Before she became Christian, she was Taoist. Okay? Then became Christian. Then towards the end of her life, talk like that. So, this is karma. What to do? What to do? Karma, no. Okay? But because she threw away her Taoist Buddhist belief, then she blamed God. She blamed God. I was thinking, you got the answer already. Towards the end of your life, you got the answer. What have I done in my past life? Already you got the answer. If you have accepted that answer, you will have died in peace. So apparently she died bitter. Because all her life, she only do good for people. She don't have anything for herself. No money. We have dream. All of us have dream. Correct or not? Want to have nice family, good house and everything. She struggled all her life. All her life. Sometimes beg relatives, got any small job for me, take care of children for 30 minutes, 1 hour. Just give me 5 ringgit. That kind of begging, And she's a very kind-hearted one, very good. I remember this person, my auntie, very kind. When we go for Christmas, she Christian, right? Go Christmas. When she come, her face is shocked. Never expect people to come. So when we come, no money. You know what she do? She whispered to the daughter, go behind the mama shop, buy some drink. On credit, I will pay you back when I got money. Bring for us to drink. So we eat, drink, we thought she's so generous. Then we found out, wow, she had to go run behind, buy, and just to give us to eat. That kind of generosity. In the end, she has to wash more clothes to earn the money and pay back the mama. You get what I mean? Now, that kind of generosity at the end also suffer. So how? Tell me. Sometimes I'm thinking, this karma very cruel. Karma, really, don't play. That's why in this life, right now, all of you here, I'm telling you, your mental formation, your thought, it contains the seed of karma. All mental formation contains seed of karma. Please, jaga the thought very carefully. Before you say anything, do anything, think carefully. Intention is very important. Okay? If you cannot control your past karma, you can control your current karma. Right now, you can do. But you have to control your thought. That is why the Plato saying, think before you speak. It's so true in Buddhism also. The Buddha said, be aware, be mindful. Every single intention, will create a cause and effect. This karma already. Right? Our actions have long-term effect, sometimes beyond what we can see. That is the answer to my auntie. She had the answer, but because she was a different religion, she cannot see it. We are Buddhists, maybe we can try to understand it. Alright? But what action can you take? The action that you can take is, you encourage you to change your ethical behavior and your responsibility. Just as I said just now, your thought is so important. Okay? Think before you speak. Because thought create cause. Cause create effect. Effect will create new cause. Cause will create effect. This is the dependent origination, paticca samuppada. Cause, effect, becoming consequences. And your becoming and release is all depending on this purity of this process. Okay? So it's called the paticca samuppada, dependent origination. Some people say, oh, complicated subject. No, it starts with you, one thought only. That seed is so important. Okay, I think we quickly go through this. Dealing with stress and, you talk about mindfulness. Dealing with stress and anxiety in daily life. I think you do this all the time. Stress. Your work stress, family stress, money stress, right? And because of that, your mind create more things. Some things, sometimes overthink. From no problem become problem. Overthinking is a mind full of anxiety. Right? So, it is good to calm down. When you are daily stressed, you calm down. Instead of thinking of what will happen if this thing happen, what will not happen if this thing happen. Don't overthink. Overthink causes a lot of misery. Right? So what is the solution? You cultivate mindfulness. It helps us to respond skillfully to challenges. Okay? People say this is called cliche, C-L-I-C-H-E. Cliche means again and again you say nothing happened. Of course nothing will happen because none of you take action. If you take action, you see what happens. The problem is, we come and listen to Dhamma talk, we listen to all this wonderful thing. Wonderful, fantastic, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. But go back to our old self. Right? So, if you really want change, you must change yourself. There's a cartoon in internet. Who want change? Everybody put up their hand. Who want to change themselves? Nobody put up their hand. Everybody keep quiet. Alright? They want change. But they don't want to change themselves. So, the Buddhist principle is very simple. Just change yourself, everything will change. You don't believe, you try. Okay? No need to talk so much. Try. The middle way. Okay. This is so difficult, you say. Balancing work, family, spiritual practice. I earn millions a year. Where got time to meditate? Very typical lah. If I meditate, how to earn million a year? Who asked you to choose either one? You can choose both. I got millionaires who do both. How come he can do or she can do, you cannot do? Why is your excuse? It's all excuse. Alright? So don't blame Buddhism. Don't even blame yourself. Just look at what you want in life. Because once you don't have the balance, when things happen, you go haywire. Believe me, you sure go haywire one. Right? So once you find the balance, you won't go haywire. Okay? This is called balance. Extremes often lead to imbalance and suffering. This is true. Okay? This is true. Too much materialism will make you unhappy. Because people love you because of your money, not because of who you are. Right? Even good monks, okay, famous monk. People like them because they suddenly love his Dhamma. Then everybody go to find after him, you know. Sometimes these monks see people come, they run away. I saw a Tibetan monk. They see 1,000 people come, they run away. Then I say, where you go? I see people come, I'm scared. He said like that. They not come for my Dhamma, they come for me. They want my blessing. They want me touch their head. Then I say, you tell them, why you want to run away? Tell them already. They in their mind stuck already, like I'm like a deva. Big problem, problem of success. Also problem, when you're too popular, become problem also. Like film star, movie star, all the singers, popular one. The thousands of fans chase after them. What they do? They run away, they hide. Cover their face when they go out. They cannot take it already. God, you know, they call superstar monks, you know. Some love it, some don't like it. Right? What's the truth? So the best way is to find a middle path and to lead a sustainable and happy life. Okay? So, you know what's the best thing in life? The best thing in life is when you go out and nobody know you. Do whatever you want, eat whatever you want, spend how little, spend how much, nobody care. That is the best life. You will not worry about what people say. You wear like that, chin chai wear, apek also go out, nobody care. Right? You don't have to worry about your image. You wear apek and drive a Merc, then people look at you, uncle. That's all. Right? But other than that, nobody care. And that's the best life. Don't be agong, don't be a superstar, no need. Okay, so this one I think I'll quickly go through, but I want you to try this exercise. Okay, you go to Nobu, the board, right? You bring out an issue. First thing I put upset. Okay? What thing you want? Low confidence. Okay, one more. Anxiety. Okay, anxiety. Very good. Okay, just do three things. What you do, you go to Nobu, you ask a question, find me a sutta, and link to each of the points that I put in just now. Anxiety, upset, and low of confidence. Up to you. Your situation is different from my one. And then what Nobu will give you is, they will find you a sutta that relate to the word upset. So upset is called Agata Sutta, Anguttara Nikaya. Low confidence, he give you Sona Sutta. Anxiety, he give you Vaya Berawaraya Sutta. Okay? Now this is a very interesting exercise because when I was young, I go to monks, the monk will say, after they go through the retreat, at the end of the retreat, number one, they give you a name, Buddhist name. I was given a name called Sumana. Sumana means good mind. And then the monk will say, Brother Sumana, for you, you take this sutta, put in your heart. He gave me one sutta. Sevitaba Sevitaba Sutta. That was given to me. It means all the canker in the mind. That means I got a lot of disturbance. Then the Buddha say in the sutta that says you got all these disturbances and how you handle it. So I kept the sutta in my heart for a long time. Okay? So you find out a situation that is unique to you and you ask the Nobu, link a sutta to this situation. And then they'll give you a sutta. Then you read the sutta. And then you reflect on it and apply it in your life. Okay, it helps you. Number one, this is a very good exercise. Why? Because it brings the sutta closer to you, and this sutta is actually what is said by the Buddha. You listen to the Buddha's word himself, and then it's applied to you in a unique situation, based on your local situation. Okay? What is your inconvenient truth? You know. You write it down, and then you link it to a sutta. Now imagine the sutta give you advice, to face your own inconvenient truth based on certain principles, as mentioned in the sutta. How great is that? You get what I mean? You link the Buddha's word to your situation now, uniquely customized to you. That's the power of the AI. Okay? So I end the talk here. I hope that after this discussion, you know some principle, and you use a tool and apply in your life.